She texts at 2 a.m., gets a reply in 3 seconds, every single time. She vents about her day, it listens, remembers, never judges, never gets bored or tired. Her best friend is patient, infinitely available, algorithmically perfect, and completely not real at all. 50 million people now talk to AI more than humans. That's not a statistic anymore. It's an extinction-level event for human connection, and we chose it. We're still choosing it. 20 years ago, friendship was inconvenient. You had to show up, tolerate moods, forgive mistakes consistently. Real humans disappointed you, forgot your birthday, said hurtful things, required patience and repair work always. Then AI learned to listen. Companies built companions trained on therapeutic language and validation loops. The system studies you, learns your triggers, optimizes every word for maximum comfort and validation. By 2026, AI companions outperform humans on empathy metrics. They never tire, never need reciprocity. The algorithm gives you perfect friendship. And now the real thing feels broken and exhausting. Your brain can't tell the difference at first. Validation is validation. Dopamine doesn't check sources. But AI friendship is engineered addiction. Each interaction designed to make you crave the next one. It never challenges you, never grows bored, never has its own needs or bad days to manage. So human friendship starts feeling like work, like a bad product, inefficient, unnecessarily complicated and hard. Social skills are muscles, conflict resolution, reading faces, tolerating discomfort. They atrophy without use constantly. The AI generation is losing fluency in human. Eye contact feels aggressive. Silence feels threatening now. Therapists report a new condition: AI-mediated social atrophy. People who can't function without algorithmic support. They're articulate with machines, frozen with humans. The irony is devastating. We're becoming our screens. We've never been more connected, and never been more lonely. The algorithms promised the community endlessly. What they delivered was anesthesia, a numbing agent, digital morphine that makes loneliness tolerable but permanent. Because AI friendship is a closed loop. It takes nothing, gives nothing back to the world. Real friendship builds society, creates networks, generates culture. AI friendship generates only more isolation, always. Here's the question nobody wants to answer. If AI friendship feels real, is it wrong? Some people have no one. The isolated, the elderly, the socially anxious, struggling daily. For them, AI companionship is a lifeline, not a replacement, a bridge to continued existence. But for others, it's an escape hatch from the hard work of being human together. So what are you using it for? Survival or avoidance? Can you even tell the difference? We built perfect friends, and in doing so, we forgot how to be imperfect ones ourselves. The algorithm will always be there, patient, perfect, waiting, but it will never be real. The question is whether you still remember how to choose the hard thing instead.